Skyrim updates. We're featuring a wintry collection of community mods this month, from British weapons to cozy player homes, all included in the popular companion Kaidan. Well, I guess they're trying to sell me on mods. Hello, my yokels. This is your magnanimous Significant coming to you live from the land of smiles and kimchi. And we're back on Skyrim to continue the Thieves quest. This is going to be a chill stream, so just sit back, relax, and take in the music / battle scenes. Oops. I accidentally dropped my controller. I'm just responding to someone. And I will drop the link in social media outlets so that everyone can enjoy. Just give me a moment to set up. What? No, Okay, my channel. Oh, there's someone watching already? Whoever that is, welcome. Alright, so what? No. Give me a moment as I reorientate myself to the controls again. Oh, I thought I could just... Okay. I feel bad. Alright. Character menu. Circle. There we go. Cancel. That's all I need. Alright, so where are we going? We are going to Whiterun. Oh yeah, we're doing a heist, if I recall. So when I go to Whiterun, I'm gonna have to pay off some fines because I murdered. I was trying to get the 1,000 guild and all 7 Kingdoms trophy, but It didn't pop for me for some reason. So I guess I'll never get a platinum in this run. So when I go here, I'll have to pay the 1,000. Pay the toll, so to speak.
By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
There. Whoa, here it's actually 4,000.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from?
I yield! I yield, asshole! Thank you.
What say you in your defense?
I didn't steal anything recently, so I'm okay. I just feel a little lighter in the gold department, that's all.
I should bash your face in after all you've done. Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son. There's no reasoning with these people anymore. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow at fault for the loss of their son.
It's a fine. Once I've made enough money, trade. Yeah. These Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares.
Yeah.
The Empire surrendered to the alt-married elite.
Okay. Got a banner mare to find our contact.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Oh, actually that's a funny side quest, but I'm not going to do that one yet. Oh, where? Oh, there he is.
What do you need, handsome?
Can't a man drink in peace? I'm gonna keep this short because we've got a lot to do. Haunting Brew's owner, Sabjorn, is about to hold a tasting for Whiterun's captain of the guard, and we're going to poison the mead. No, that's the beauty of the whole plan. We're going to get Sabjorn to give it to us. The meadery has quite a pest problem, and the whole city knows about it. Pest poison and mead don't mix well. You know what I mean? You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat. Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn drops the brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work. Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the pests infesting the meadery. There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded over. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get infested. That's where you should start. Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right ahead. Once Sabjorn is out of the way, Maven has plans for the place. One way or another, we don't want the pests coming back. Consider it just more of the dirty work. I did my part getting them in there, now you need to clear them out. I made the mistake of borrowing coin from Sabjorn. He's allowing me to pay it back, but he's working my fingers to the bone. He treats me like a slave. I have to do every nasty, dirty job in the meadery. If this plan works, not only is my debt gone, but I'll be set up for life. Maven and I worked out a little deal. If Sabjorn ends up in jail, she's gonna take over his meadery. And guess who gets to run the Blackbriar meadery in Whiterun? You're looking at him. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand. Make it look good.
Sadia, wake up there. Yes, Mom.
Yeah, don't have the stuff to make vegetable soup. It's okay.
If you need to sample some.
Just make sure my signal is live and kicking. Okay, we're doing good. Alright. Continuing onward.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Probably wondering why I'm not taking my horse. This location is so close that I don't need it. Oh, I'll take a torch bug. Oh, come on, don't run away. Ah! Sometimes it doesn't grab moving objects right away. Wait, I could get another torch bug here. It'd be quick though. There we go.
What are you gawking at? Can't you see I have problems here? Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Honningbrew Reserve for the captain of the guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? And I don't suppose you just do it out of the kindness of your heart, would you? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done.
You better are, yo, Skeever. That's the only way I operate.
Okay, okay. No need to make rash decisions. You get the rest when the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before my reputation is completely destroyed. I bought some poison. I was going to have my lazy good-for-nothing assistant Malice handle it, but he seems to have vanished. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, it should stop them from ever coming back. Don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago I knew he'd never be able to pay back. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper. Now I've got to clean up this mess.
Alright, so it's not much here. Just a bunch of mead. So I'm gonna actually try to level up my vampire here. Just to have it leveled up. Vampire Lord. There we go.
I knew I heard
Yay. Fortunately, I don't think I can get through the door. It's the only problem with using the vampire the vampire lord. Can't fit through the door well. There I can the werewolf, but
Where'd you come from?
skivers are so weak that yeah.
Who's there?
Oh. Oh, don't die. Don't die. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Mobbed up here. Alright. Are you triggering every trap in existence? Yeah, you sure are. Which way do I go? I can't get it yet. Down here. Is this where I want to go? So oh, what's this? Oh, hell, Hamlin went ham. Oh my god. Fire and vampires don't mix. Let's see, what do I want? Dragon Mane. Yeah. I think it's going to be a lot of sneaking.
Who's there? I knew I'd have something.
Huh, I took them out with force-worn arrows. Who's attacking me? Is that my companion? It's hard to say. Alright, we need to mop up on this wizard though. Sorry, the vampire tree is like the hardest to complete. Mainly because of how weak the overall tree is. Serrano got hit. Alright. Alright, so now let's quick save. Because this fight.
Who's there? Who's there?
Please don't give me away. Ah, you gave me away. Damn it. Serrana. Alright, where's Serrana?
Yes.
Wait here. Wait here, Serrana. Alright, go. Retreat! Retreat! Oh my god, Serrano. Alright, so as long as the main baddie doesn't see me. Alright, that's the main thing. So let's switch to better arrows. I don't know why, but I'm using like the weakest elven arrow. Yeah, we'll go with ebony for what we need to do.
Who's there?
Sneak around the side. I nailed him. Jeez. That was a nice shot. Alright, let's read Hamlin's journal. 10 years of ridicule, 10 years of imprisonment, 10 years of exile. The children threw rocks and women spat upon me as menfolk dragged me into Whiterun's prison. They branded me a danger to their pitiful existence, used words like madman and insane. Could a madman escape the prisons undetected? Could a lunatic establish a laboratory right under their noses? Could a psychopath create a mighty army from the common skeever? My days as an apprentice alchemist in Winterhold were no better. These egotistical braggarts couldn't compete with my abilities. Where they fell short, I constantly excelled. Did they appreciate my genius? Did they relish my contributions? No. My instructors beat me and said I was irresponsible, and Archmage cast me into the streets like a common beggar. As my enemy grows complacent and weak, as they forget Hamlin and his utter brilliance, I build my army. I use every bit of knowledge at my disposal to forge their demise. Thanks to Sabjorn's unwitting assistance, my legion grows stronger every day. The irony that the same ingredients used to make his vile drink could be used to feed my offspring isn't lost upon me. Oh, they will pay. Their ignorance of impending annihilation amuses me. I will bury Whiterun and watch Winterhold burn. And when they experience the fury I've unleashed upon them, when my progeny are gnawing the flesh from their bones, they will come begging and groveling at my feet. But there will be no mercy, no quarter and no leniency. And I will laugh, and I will dance, and I will rejoice over their mangled, broken corpses. The time for recompense has arrived. 10 years of pain, 10 years of misery, 10 years of death. Yeah, that's a keeper. Alright, anyways, let's find his lab. Or his makeshift lab, I should say. Oh, wait. We got the skeever. Venom Fang skeever. Alright. There we go. I'm at low 40 now. Activate nest. Okay, apply the poison to the nest. Part 1 of the job is done. Damage held. I don't. Oh, there we go. Skyrim is best experienced in first-person view. Although sometimes you do need that third-person view to circumnavigate certain traps. Like this is easier in like third person, but I have a pretty good handle on the controls. Actually, I do like frostbite venom. I will take out my dwarven arrows. In case you're wondering why I'm leaving the tails, there's just no way I want to like haul around extra skeever tails. What's this? A spigot. Like it's still a spigot, which serves absolutely no purpose. But apparently, it's still a spigot. I think you would be able to siphon alcohol with it, but no. It's just there. I'll use the piece to level up my see, I got 250 in that. Let's go for health. Perks to increase speech. Speech would be good. Pickpocket, not quite yet. Sneak would be good. Won't trigger pressure plates for right now, considering the arc on one. We're gonna go with Lightfoot.
Was something we discussed unclear? Why are you standing? I've told the captain of the guard we'll have the meadery cleared for the tasting, and he could be here any minute. Remember, you don't get paid until they're all dead.
Oh, I guess they're not all dead yet. Or, alternatively, I forgot to do something, which is probably the latter. Let's see, showing down here, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, it could be, but we have this, then there's basically this cave that goes to Serana.
Oh, what is it?
Come with me.
Whenever you're ready.
Serana. The one I want to marry but can't. Not without a mod. Okay. Serana. Oh, that's right. You don't have Lightfoot. I do. Alright, so now we need to poison the vats, which isn't that hard. You just go up here, then go to the one with the arrow indicator. Yeah, my gold. Right. Time to watch the hilarity ensue. Requires a key to open, you say. That means we gotta make our merry way back through the cave that connects the two. Thus making the key rather useless, because I don't need it. If I could do this, just a more convenient way of doing it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You got everything we pretty much needed out of this. This isn't a rather long mission, so this will be finished shortly.
I can't wait to see Sabjorn squirm.
Are you gonna say it like right in front of Sabjorn?
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Was something we discussed unclear? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the captain until you were finished. You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
Well, Sabjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your meat?
Help yourself, my lord. It's my finest brew yet. I call it Hunting Brew Reserve. I think you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored.
Just go.
What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sabjorn.
Be careful!
What do you care? Oh, should have robbed them on the way.
Think that could have gone any better. Anything else you need before you head back to Riften? So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help. I thought it would be better to leave some of the details out of our previous discussion. Didn't want to risk you walking away from the job. Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else to do it later. Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If you're in the area, and you ever need anything fenced, you just let me know. Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
Alright, so that pretty much takes care of the majority of this quest. I just now need access to upstairs. I hate the architecture, the design of the building sometimes. But at last I found my way upstairs. And this isn't... It was owned. Rising threat. Oh, it just talks about Cyrodiil, Somerset Isle. Basically stuff from Oblivion. Yeah, I'll take that. Maven, okay. Ooh, there's something here. Nope. Alright. Oh. Okay. We steal the coin purse. We steal the goblet. We steal the ingots because we're going to use them. The necklace. Strongbox is empty. Still the coin purse. Alright. We stole everything I wanted. Alright. What's this? Less the Argonian made. Well, we all know about the Lustian Argonian maid. She gets around. Third era timeline. Gods and worship the Great War. Stuff that I'm not interested in at the moment. Man, imagine Skyrim on like PS5. There probably is not going to be that many loading screens when it does get ported over, if it does, considering that Microsoft owns the IP now. I imagine a game like Skyrim will get a port. Okay, it looks like it's time to report back to Riften.
Oh, it's you. Not here to rob me, huh? Maven Blackbriar, the matriarch of the family, represents everything that's wrong with this city. She's bribed countless officials, has friends back in the Imperial City, and freely associates with the Thieves Guild. I've tried everything I can to protect Riften's citizens from her family, but to no avail. Well, there is Ingun Blackbriar, Maven's daughter. Strange girl. She likes to spend time down in Elgrim's elixirs working on her alchemy. Then you have Hemming, Maven's son. Spoiled brat and heir to her empire. He follows her word like a loyal dog follows its master. And finally, Sibi, the worst of all of them. He's in Riften jail for murder. I've been adventuring across Tamriel since I was a fresh-faced young woman barely able to swing a blade. My travels have taken me from High Rock to Valenwood, Elsewhere to Morrowind, and all points in between. Many years ago I lost my blade, Grimsever, within a Dwemer ruin. I took it as a sign that I was wasting my days in search of wealth. You and I are alike. We seek challenge and great fortune. But for me, that's where the similarities end. You see, Riften is my great beast to be slain, and my fortune comes from gratitude and trust. It was lost years ago in a Dwemer ruin. Without it, I feel almost as defenseless as a newborn. I don't think I'll ever be able to find a replacement. I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Mesinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend.
I hate Mesinchaleft.
Almost took my life. I was adventuring in the depths of the ruins when I was attacked by a massive construct, like nothing I had ever seen. When the Colossus struck, Grimsever was knocked from my grasp, and I was wounded badly. It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the Dwemer abomination and make my way to the surface. I must have collapsed, because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me, tending to my wounds. Just stay away from me and I'll forget we had this discussion.
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from
Huh. Someone didn't get to do their job. Someone took more than an arrow to the knee.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
By the way, if you're wondering why,
Oh, what happened?
what? Let's just open this up. If you're wondering why vampires could walk in the daytime in Skyrim, I would use VTM lore.
Get out of my face.
Sapphire, shut up. I'm not here for you.
Any business with you, so get out of my face.
Wait, maybe I am here for you.
Smile at your
I don't have any
passing,
business
friend.
with you, so get out of my face.
Can I not complete the quest?
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
I think when they did that... Really? You're gonna give me an iron dagger for my payment? Get the fuck out of here. Alright. So, where am I off to now? Not the dungeon. There we are. There we are.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, let's talk a second. You're making waves around here. I like that. If you ever want to talk about anything, you let me know. Up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you.
I don't have the gold to finish the training.
Any more pickpocket training? You just let me know.
If you need marksman training, and you've got the core.
I think I need to take this to Devon. Oh, Bjorn, no.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the Guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the Guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Oh, I didn't open this one yet. I only want to take those just to disenchant and sell them. Sword of the Blaze. Wow, actually, that's really useful. Alright, I won't sell the Elven Sword of the Blaze.
Mercer is awaiting your
Alchemy, I need an enchantment. Alright, Mercer, lay it on me.
I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. Don't dismiss our adversary so easily. They're well-funded, patient, and have been able to avoid identification for years. However, don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai. Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brignon before you leave if you have any questions.
Alright, so obviously we're going to speak to Brignon. Oh.
If you need marksman training and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you.
No, I'm beyond you. Take the bread. Where's Brignon? Brignon still hanging around?
Yeah, I guess I have a minute. What do you want?
Nah. Brignon, where are you? Ah, there we go.
If you need marksman training and
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullumai alive. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullumai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. There are thieves, and then there is Gullumai. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullumai's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle. Gulamai works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gulamai alive, but remind him who we are.
If you... marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you.
What did you need?
Need something?
What's going on?
Alright. Trying to get my way to the rat way. Ragged flagon, sorry. I got some items to fence.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much.
Even if you're one of us, you better not. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Yeah, my problem is I'm too tired to punch your face in. Oh yeah, I think so too. You're pretty smart. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground.
Yeah, whatever. Veckle the man. What's this? Alright, I need here we go.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do.
Alright, so anything was stolen descriptor. Oh. Get rid of that. Actually, there's not that many weapons I steal because obviously the weapons I have is more powerful than what I could normally steal. Potions. Did I steal a potion? I guess I took care of it all.
Usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
Depleting. Oh, that's actually a good one to have.
Back with good news, I trust? Well, you done or what? All right, but if you get arrested, don't blame it on me.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Ever since the guild's luck turned sour, we haven't had a coin to our name. Out with it. Time. First you take the job, now you don't even want it? Wish you'd make up your mind. Need a few spare septums? I bet you are. Which one do you want? When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. I have work if you've got the backbone. Hey, where do you think you're going?
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Still have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin. Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there. I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch.
Alright, that's pretty much it that I wanted to do. Alright, so that pretty much takes care of what I could do quest-wise and post-quest-wise.
Walking away without taking work is not going to make you popular around here.
Ratway vaults. No, I don't want the Ratway vaults. Especially since I don't want to go through there ever again.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Looks like much to me.
So this one. No. The Ratway, no, that wasn't it. Yeah.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
Looking for work.
There we are. Alright, so there's not much else to do here.
To me, you're pretty tough. I joined small clan, maybe 20 men.
A very...
Villages, rob caravans.
Yeah, I heard your story.
Don't you have better things to do than disturb me?
Yes. Punching a face. That's on the agenda.
Need something?
What did you need?
Need to take over, that's what I need. But in due time. Oh, come on. Alright. So that's going to conclude it for right now. As you see, I completed the quest line and accepted another. The next quest will be Scoundrel's Folly, and I've already started the first part of it. So when I decide to stream again, it'll definitely be involving Scoundrel's Folly. Alright, so anyways, please like, comment, subscribe, keep it awesome, and let's get it cracking. I'll see you guys on the next video. Be safe out there. COVID's strong. It's rising in numbers. I want everyone